Today I get to show you something fun. I'm going to break out our gift bag punch board, which makes a fun little bag-shaped box like this. I'm going to show you how to create this cute little flap enclosure using the same tool, the gift bag punch board. So let's go ahead and get started. I've already cut a piece of Pacific Point cardstock at 11 inches wide. So that's the size, the medium size on my punch board. I've cut the width or the height of my box to be 7 inches. And I'm going to go ahead and just start right here on the start line. We have another really great video that just shows the basic use of this tool, and so you could check that out as well. But what I'm going to do is just punch and score the top every single time. First time I'm going to score on the medium since that's the size box I'm making. Then I'll shift right over to this start line again, punch and score again, and this time I will do the side. And then you just repeat those 2 steps again. This is what I've done so far. You can see my little score lines have created flaps. This is for the bottom of my box. And then all these are ready to go and be on the sides. The parts with the little triangles are my gussets. Just kind of get these started folded so you can see how this is going to come together. Now I've got this little flap here on the end left on this side. That is where my adhesive would go. I would bring it around just like this. Because this is where the seam is, I like to have that part be the back. So let's turn that and see how it's going to look, just like this. So I can start to envision where I want my cute little flap. I want it to be right here so that it can fold over and come to the front of my box. So I'll hang on to that little part and go back to my punch board. And I'm just going to borrow this punch at the top here and do the 2 sides of my flap. So start on my start line, and then I'll use my scored line right here, and I'll go ahead and give this a score while I'm up here. It's just like that. And that is the cute little flap for the back. Now I'm going to cut all of this off, and I'll just use my Stampin' trimmer to do that. So let's bring that in. Okay, I'm going to get it flush right down here at the bottom, and also I want to line up my scored flap with the line for the cutting right here. Of course, I don't want to cut this off, so I'm going to bring my blade right there, right below my little flap, and go ahead and trim all the rest off. Okay, now this is pretty much ready to put together. It's really simple to do. I like to use just a little fast fuse right along this edge. And then if you fold that in, you can just bring the whole box across and line it up flat like that. So it's all squared up now. And to close the bottom flap, I just go right over here, get the 2 little ends in, and one of the long ends in. Your last long end that's going to come up, you can just put a little adhesive there too. Get that started, and then you can reach right inside the box to press it the rest of the way down. And that is how your little box with a flap comes together. Here's how I finished mine off. Gave it a cute little bike decoration, and I used dimensionals here so that this flap can come in and out, and a little treat can be stored right inside. Isn't that a fun little way to finish off your gift bag punch board? Here it is on a small and on a tall version. If you don't already own the gift bag punch board, here's another reason to call your demonstrator today and get one.
Hi everyone! Thanks for watching my video. If you want to stay connected, be sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. Don't blow it!